Hello everyone and welcome to a pretty important video. If you are new here, I have been on this journey pretty much since the very end of January. I adopted a kitten at the end of January. In February it got sick and I was given a diagnosis on him of FIP and that he was going to die. And he hasn't died. He's doing really well, so I suspect that it's not FIP. However, it's, you know, it's taken several months, it's now, what, April, to try to figure out if he had it or not. I brought him up to a specialist and they tested his blood and his blood was borderline. So he had some of the symptoms of it, but others he just has never had, and he probably should have had those symptoms by now. So I'm getting really tired of having my cats separated. So it's been 2 weeks since his appointment with the specialist. She told me to come back in 2 or 3 weeks. And I wanted to wait until 3, but he just looks so good that it's so frustrating to not be able to just have the cats interact together. So I have an appointment. It's 9:30 in the morning right now. His appointment is at 11:30. It takes a while to get down there. I need to not get excited. I'm excited because I feel like what I want to have happen is for his blood to now rule out FIP. But it could be that it's the same. It could very well be that it's the same. Or he could have gotten worse and he's just not showing symptoms yet or something. It doesn't make a lot of sense because he looks great. He did have some eye goop the last couple of days. He's had that off and on since I got him. This is nerve-wracking, so let's go. Molly, are you gonna stay here? You spoiled dog. If you don't know the story behind this bed, because a lot of people didn't watch my video about what I got me and the dogs for Christmas, I didn't measure this bed right. So I measured the length of the inside cushion and I didn't see the dimensions of the outside cushion. So I now have this ginormous dog bed, which the dogs actually love, but it's kind of comical. Okay. Okay, we are here. I have 5 minutes before my appointment. I stopped at this really cute pet store. It was called, I think it was just called Healthy Pets Salt Lake City. And it was adorable. And they had pretty much everything that I use for my dogs and my cats. I've been meaning to make a video about what all that is. But they had these little toys. Pip is obsessed with these. He loves them. So I'm popping one of those in. I'm nervous. Let's get it over with. Okay, they just took him back for his blood panel and to run a couple tests, see if anything changed that could rule out feline infectious peritonitis. Hi.
So Pip's blood work came back all normal. So you guys are ready. You guys can check out, and we'll call you Wednesday when we get the other tests.
Oh, okay. But did it tell like the level of his albumin? And...
Yeah, let me go get the results.
Okay.
So his albumin, GLB ratio is 0.6.
It's still 0.6?
No, it was 0.6.
Correct.
His is now 0.7.
Just 0.7.
Yeah. If it's higher,
then 0.8.
Yeah.
So, and then what did he have before? 2.4?
His albumin was 2.8.
Before it was?
Mm-hmm. And his albumin now is 8.8.
8.8.
The protein in the fluid is at 4.3. So this is normal.
That's normal?
Yeah.
6.8, so it went up?
Yes.
Doctor didn't even come back in. They're like, I guess we're waiting till Wednesday?
So the feline coronavirus is positive, but that's just the normal coronavirus that cats can carry, so it does not confirm FP.
Right.
The FIP titer, that PCR for the biotype, is still negative.
It's still negative.
Of course, like I said, they prefer that one to be on some sort of infusion fluid. So I think our plan is just going to be continue as we are, see if there's anything that even develops in Pip, because right now we just see it so happy, healthy, not showing any signs whatsoever. So I just don't know when to have a recheck, or whether we just call it now and only recheck if he starts acting sick.
Yeah, he's looking fine. In fact, he killed a mouse at my cabin the other day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Happy kitty.
All right, well, thank you. Hey everyone, I thought I would jump on here because I feel like I didn't explain everything that well in this vlog. The fact that Pipsqueak's blood tests were normal is actually amazing news. I was more confused at the time because the actual specialist didn't come back in to go over his blood with me. It was someone who wasn't familiar with Pip's case. In fact, what you didn't see is I actually was waiting in that little room for like half an hour while they ran the blood, and then they came back in and just said that they would call me Wednesday, which confused me because I didn't know why I had been waiting then for them to just tell me that I needed to go home. So as you saw, I ended up asking her for some more of his detailed numbers from his blood. What I had been hoping for was that the certain level was above 0.8, because at that point it rules out FIP completely. And the last time he was at 0.6, and then in the 2 weeks he just went up to 0.7, which was like infuriating that he didn't just go up to 0.8. Anyway, so I was kind of discouraged because it basically just meant that he still wasn't going to get a clean bill of health, which is what I had been hoping would happen. To me, it looks like this is going to end up being pretty much a miracle and he's not going to have it, knock on wood. It's just frustrating because the vet has yet to say to me, like, he's fine. There's still questions as to why he originally had the fluid in his belly that he had that tested high likelihood for FIP, or highly predictive for FIP. That's not really something that happens that like goes away. So the fact that it's gone away has kind of like confused doctors, I think, and like no vet has wanted to say like, yeah, I think it was a misdiagnosis. Every vet is just sort of like cautious about it. Anyway, so I just wanted to add that little bit of extra information. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've been giving me over the last couple of months on Twitter and on Instagram and here in the comments on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Basically, Pip doesn't need to see a specialist anymore since he has no symptoms. There's nothing really that a specialist can do. So if he makes it another 2 weeks without symptoms, then like there's no way he can have this disease, because it would be like the slowest progression of the disease ever noted. So the current plan is to take both cats in 2 weeks to my normal vet. Milktoast has been scaring me. He has this little bit like of a wheeze that he does, like maybe once or twice a day when he wakes up. It doesn't sound like a hairball. It's more of like a, I don't know, like a respiratory kind of little wheeze that he does. And it only lasts for like a couple seconds, but I don't know why he's doing it. And then if you remember from way back when, Pipsqueak was due to get one of his vaccines boosted when he initially got sick. So I don't even know if I can introduce them back together now without him getting another shot so that he's fully up to date. Anyway, that's gonna happen in 2 weeks, but it probably won't be 2 weeks from when I post this. It'll probably be sooner because I'm probably posting this several days or so after it actually happened. So hopefully not much longer before we get a happy vlog. I will certainly look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Please hit subscribe on this channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Bye.